I'm back home from my European adventure, and those videos are going to be coming very soon. In the meantime, while I'm working on putting those videos together, today we're going to go hit the local thrift stores. First, I have to thank Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about why I love Rocket Money later on in this episode, but first, let's get thrifting. Today, Michelle and I are going to be hitting a few of our local Goodwill stores. We are looking for a little bit of everything today. Things to resell on my website, but also we're looking for home decor for our homes, as well as clothing. While I was abroad, our local Goodwill stocked up on Halloween decor, and that's a great time of year to thrift because they're pulling out things they've set aside all year long. This is a beautiful vase. It is $4.99. Unfortunately, it has a little bit of damage to the enamel at the base. Always remember to check the new carts when they pull them out, because this is where I have found some of my best finds ever at Goodwill. This is a Studio Pottery signed coffee mug. It's a little bit too glossy for my taste, but it does have beautiful colors on it. This reminds me of Andy Warhol art. We went to the museum in Pennsylvania a couple years ago, and this repetitive color blocking looks very reminiscent of his style. It is a local artist, and it is signed on the bottom, and everybody loves dogs. It kind of looks like a Labrador Retriever. Even though I don't do this kind of color in my home, this is a good one to pick up for resale. This is another great piece of art. This one is actually huge. I think the art piece itself is 16 by 20, and then it's got even larger matting and framing. It looks like it was probably framed in the 60s or 70s. I'm not sure if this is an original piece of art or just a print, but either way, it's fantastic, and I'm gonna style this up when I get home. And the best part is it's only $12.99. Sometimes they put the best furniture pieces in this little hallway section instead of on the main floor. This would be perfect for a little entry table. It is $14.99, and it looks like they just put it out on the floor. I think I'm gonna style this up with that piece of art I just put in the cart. So I found this top, and it looks like a bedspread, like a chenille bedspread. I think it's from maybe the 80s or 90s. And it has these big buttons and then beads on the bottom. It's only $6.99. It's never been worn. It still has the tag on it. I'm totally gonna get it. I don't know why I like it, but I do. And then I found this green dress that has a very 1950s cut to it. So I'll try this one on. If it fits, you'll see it. If it doesn't fit, you won't see it. This is a brand new, never been worn, still has the tags on it Hudson jean jacket. These retail online for, I believe, around $100. This would be great for wearing this fall, although I do have a Levi's vintage one that I wear often, so I'm not quite sure I need two. The price is $49.99, which for Goodwill, wow, that's pretty high. That's typically something that they would have in the boutiques, not the regular stores. I'm gonna put it in the cart and think about it. It's not a bad price because technically that's 50% off of retail, but that's a big splurge for me for Goodwill. Look at this, Michelle's finding linen. Got a linen Willie Smith top, and then the skirt. Tell them what you're gonna do with the skirt.
So I'm gonna probably wear like bell bottoms, something interesting underneath it, so it shows off. Layering.
And look at her. She's gonna look amazing in it. I love it. That's the Goodwill happy dance right there. That's the Goodwill happy dance. This is a fun one. It's an American made, I believe that says McCoy on the bottom, wine decanter that says vino on it. This is probably from the 1970s and it's only $6.99. This is inspiring me to do a table setting as soon as I get home. These tall amber glass jars would be beautiful with flowers in them or even just to serve water in. They are $3.99. I'm just gonna get the one for today's table setting. Here is a pretty little wine glass that's only $1.99. It's just a single glass, but I love to mix and match. I think that always makes a table setting look more interesting. Now I'm challenging myself to see if I can thrift everything I need for a table setting today here at Goodwill. I leave her for 2 minutes and she comes back with a theory top and Eileen Fisher.
Silk pants.
And silk pants. Oh my gosh. You were crushing it today.
On the clothes, but not in stuff.
I know, me neither. But do you know what I found? Oh, a pole. I found a pole. Also, I found this vintage vino decanter and it inspired me to do a little table setting. So now I'm thrifting a few more things for a little fall wine table setting. Isn't that gonna be fun? Italiano. We will pretend we're in jet lagged. We're gonna pretend we're in Italy. What color plates should I do? Mustard? Or what about these orange ones? That's a color I would normally never decorate with. Too swirly. What about speckled? That could be pretty. The tan. And there's a cream one, so I could do 2 different colored plates. That looks like fall. What else do we have here? Ooh, that's got a big chip, but since it's just for styling and it's $1.99, maybe. I like these because I would actually use these outside of just this. Oh my gosh, they're IKEA. Of course they are. You know what though? I like them. I like them. We're gonna get them. I was gonna go for subtle fall, but there's also this as an option. Just kidding. Just kidding. So I'm trying to find 2 smaller plates to go with these. These are also too fall. We need subtle fall. Nope. Where are you, subtle fall? Where are you? I know you're here. Now this would be totally outside of my normal, but I know that this stuff's popular right now. It's too springy. See, this kind of stuff with the fruit is so in right now for the youngins. Trends are funny. We could go Gucci. This has very like Versace Gucci vibes. Oh, here, musical. We could go musical. Boy, I do not know why this little entry table was so dirty, but it was. It had like this oily, sticky residue all over it. But it is cleaning up nice, and you can see how beautiful the wood grain is underneath now that it's getting cleaned up a little bit. We are going to hit one more Goodwill today because we are still hoping that we are going to find some stuff for this fall table setting. Michelle, look at it. This is all like platter. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's neat too.
Yeah, it's signed. Kenya.
Kenya.
Well,
Oh,
it's
it's a
signed-
soapstone.
It's signed by the person too.
By the actual artist. That's really neat. It's edged soapstone. And then I'm also gonna get this. I don't know if this is new yet. What'd you find?
Don't laugh at
I'm
me.
not gonna laugh. I've
been wanting
No, I think that is awesome, Michelle. You're gonna work out in Goodwill. Seriously?
I've been manifesting this.
You manifested it.
A kettlebell.
I have a feeling we were about to crush this Goodwill because we didn't do that great at the last one. This is beautiful. $3.99. This is probably new, but it is beautiful with the rippled. $6.99. That's really pretty. We got to put back the kettlebell. It's $29.99, and I think you could probably go to Target or REI and get one for less. That's a lot. But I think that these are designer. They're $3.99. They've got this beautiful faceted bottom on them, and I think that that will look pretty with the amber color that I have for subtle fall. And there's 2 of them, so we're gonna get those. Okay, we have a new color for our subtle fall, Michelle. It's like a pinky color. These are, yeah, a rosé color. There's 2 of these, and these are, I think it's Cressini designer. I don't know how it's pronounced. So maybe we could, well, hold up. What about, no, it's fall colors. This is hard when you're doing something outside of like your comfort zone. There's 70s, which matches the Vino, but not the glasses, and I'm digging the glasses. The glasses are gonna stay. This is a nice set. Let's see, this is Imperial by W. Dalton. That probably wouldn't be a bad investment to buy, but such a small part of the set. I like to buy when there's more. I could do some kind of, no. Why is this so hard today for me? Ooh, this fits the 70s vibe of the Vino. It's a little cheese platter. It is $6.99. I think that will go great with it. This is gonna be fun when Michelle and I are gonna have snacks when we get home. When I decorate for fall, I tend to use a lot of color that I actually don't normally use when I'm decorating my home. I use different seasons as an excuse to get outside of my normal comfort zone and what I want to come home to every day. And I like to switch things up and really go for the drama. I will pop in a couple clips of some of my past fall vignettes where I've really gone for it with the color. So don't think that fall decor only has to be amber colors and brown. Personally, I see fall as a very colorful time because the leaves are changing and there's so many different shades you can pull from. I would love to hear in the comments below what you do in your home to decorate for autumn. The last few years, life has gotten a little bit more complicated, a lot more busy, and definitely more expensive. And with my passion and one of my top priorities being traveling, it has never been more important for me to manage my money wisely. Rocket Money is an all-in-one finance platform that helps you save more and spend less. The Personal Finance Manager allows you to manage subscriptions, lower your bills, monitor your credit score, and build your savings all in one place. This has been huge for me while planning my international travels. One of the things that it really helped me do was to cancel any subscriptions that I wasn't using. Rocket Money safely and securely identifies recurring charges and cancels any unwanted subscriptions for you with just a tap. You never even have to go to the phone or try to hunt down the cancel button. Rocket Money will do all of that hard work for you. If you're like me and you are spending money on different areas in your life like travel, business, home renovation, and of course your everyday life, setting budgets is so important. With Rocket Money, you can set budgets that automatically monitor your spending by category. You'll get friendly notifications when you've exceeded them, which I'm not gonna lie, I've gotten, and it will help you visualize your spend to earn ratio each month, quarter, or year. And you can even set up a smart savings account. Choose the amount and the frequency, and Rocket Money will automatically deposit savings into your smart savings account, and you can withdraw at any time. Rocket Money gives you a clear picture of your net worth, including your cash, debts, investments, crypto, retirement accounts, collectible items, which pretty much is my main investment. Rocket Money is trusted by over 3.4 million members and counting. To try it out today and unlock more features with premium, head to rocketmoney.com/Laura Caldwell or click on the link in the video description. Once again, a huge thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video. Well, I ended up giving up on trying to find the perfect plates, which is not a problem because, to be honest, dish sets don't sell well for me. That's kind of the one thing that always ends up sitting on my shelf in my shop. I'm very curious if that's the same case for you. Have you had really good luck selling dish sets? I find that even when I've had a set of 40 pieces of a very popular mid-century pattern, and I still wasn't able to sell it. So I'm very curious to find out if you are a reseller, how you do selling dishes, and do you sell them in store at a vintage mall or do you sell them online? And if you sell them online, I'm curious if you sell them in a complete set or if you piece them out and sell them item by item. Obviously, I'm not going to resell the IKEA plates, but they are classic and timeless with the white and the very simple striped rim. When I decorate, I love to just play around with things, and so I'm constantly putting something in, seeing if I like it, and then popping it out and putting something else in. So today I'm going to decorate two different versions, and my inspiration for all of it is the Vino decanter. When I saw the decanter on the shelf, the first thing that I thought about doing was a fall table setting. So we are going to head inside the house and do a more casual fall table setting. And then I'm also going to do one that's a little bit elevated and a little bit classier because I found the pair of the wine glasses that have the light pink crystal base on them. So I'm going to show you how you can take one decanter and style it two different ways. Whenever I want to up the classy factor on a vignette, I take out the more casual textured items and I put in a few more shiny items. I don't know what it is about a more minimal and shiny look, but it really does elevate it and make it look a little bit higher end. And as you can see, just swapping out that cheese platter made a huge difference. The cute 1970s one that says cheese on it is a very casual and a very 1970s feel. And as you can see, just swapping out the cheese platter made a huge difference. As soon as I put those same items on the square platter, you can see how it changed the entire look. When I found the square platter, I honestly thought it was a piece of wood until I picked it up. And as soon as I picked it up and realized it was actually ceramic, I fell in love with it even more. And that's the one piece out of everything I found today that I'm going to be keeping for myself. And instead of storing it in a cabinet where I'm never going to see it and probably forget to use it and pull it out, I'm actually going to store it vertically as a backdrop behind a few things on my kitchen counter. I think that it really adds a little bit of warmth to the space. So that find is going to my personal collection, and the other items are going to be coming to my first Friday shop. And I have something very exciting to tell you. You know that I just got back from 3.5 weeks of picking in Europe. Well, about half of the finds that I found on my European adventures are coming to my next First Friday sale, which is Friday, October 6th on my website, leftcoastrevivals.com. I list all of my new vintage finds the first Friday of every single month, and my sales launch launch at 3 p.m. Pacific time. I gotta tell you something, it's a total spoiler, but I came home with 4 full-size suitcases from my European adventures and 2 carry-ons. I found so many incredible things that I had to spread it out over 2 sales. So October 6, 2023 is gonna be the launch of the first half of those items, but I am saving some of the best and most unique finds from that trip until after those videos come out over the next month. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter on my website, leftcoastrevivals.com, because if you are subscribed to the newsletter, you are going to get a sneak peek at items before they hit the shop, and you can also sign up for a reminder on your phone that will come 15 minutes before the sale launches, just to make sure you are ready because items do go very fast. So even if you just want to check out some of the items that I found while I was in Europe, you can head to leftcoastrevivals.com and those items will be up October 6th at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Some of you have been requesting that I do a fashion haul video, and so I've been working on a fall fashion wardrobe. So I'm going to save some of the clothing that I found in today's episode for that episode, which is going to be coming out pretty soon here on YouTube. I have so many fun episodes in the works right now. I'm working really hard on getting everything edited as quickly as I can, so you can see all of the amazing treasures that I have been finding. So do not forget to subscribe, because that way you will not miss when the next episode comes out. Thank you so much for joining me today in our Goodwill shopping adventures, and I will see you in the next episode.